Today on The Young and the Restless, Harmony and Anna return. Phyllis gets a text from Sharon as the blonde's phone goes missing, and Abby and Devon's wedding begins. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. In a bedroom, Maria and Tessa help Abby get glam for her wedding. Victoria comes in with a birthday gift. Abby says it's the best birthday ever. She worries if her dress doesn't get there soon, she'll have to reprise her role as the naked Harris. Maria reports that Sally has sent the dress with Summer to the Newman Ranch. Abby gets a little nervous. She's so excited for today it feels like her first wedding. At the Abbott mansion, Jack tells Ashley she looks beautiful. She asks how he's doing. Jack's glad Diane will have nothing to do with this wedding. He warns that if he gets stuck in a room with Victor, however, it's going to take all of his willpower not to take a swing at him. Ashley learns that he went a step too far in trying to help Nikki, and it reawakened Victor's hatred for him. He's coming after him through his family now, manipulating Kyle into turning against them. Ashley's so sorry. Jack will go to the wedding to support Devon and Abby and nothing more. Ashley doesn't want to see a brawl break out. Jack will never forgive him for the way he's manipulated Kyle. Just then, Kyle appears and says his father has it all wrong. He's not a pawn in Big Bad Victor's game. Jack backtracks and wants to build on them being in a better place. They make nice. Ashley heads out as Claire comes in. Kyle tells Jack he asked Claire to join him as his date. At the Newman Ranch, Victor watches Nikki fuss over the wedding flowers. She worries she's forgotten something and wants it to be picture perfect. Victor says it is. Relax. He pulls her into a hug. Nikki warns the guests will be there soon, and she has to touch up her makeup. She tells Victor he's a genius for sending guests a geotag this morning directing them to the wedding. Victor's phone rings. It's Jill, who wants to meet with him before the feat. Victor agrees to meet with her at Society. Victor disconnects, and Nikki fumes. A meeting? Today? Victor will share with her later. As he's leaving, Victoria and Cole walk in. Victor greets them and excuses himself. Cole admires the new/old ranch. Victoria guarantees this will be a day to remember. Faith walks into Crimson Lights and asks Sharon what she's doing there. She thought she was going to Abby's wedding with Nick. Sharon didn't feel up to it. Faith guesses something has happened. Did Phyllis do something else? Sharon says there's nothing she can do. Faith can listen. Sharon tells her that Phyllis is lying about having evidence against her, thinking she can force her to confess to killing Heather. She's relentless, so she snuck into her suite at the GCAC and searched her room. Faith gawps at the break and enter and learns Phyllis caught her and tried to get chance to arrest her. She asks her mother why she'd take such a huge risk. Sharon says Phyllis is out of control. Faith thinks maybe now she'll stop. Sharon thinks she's only made her angrier. This isn't over. The Phyllis I know is capable of anything. At Society, Phyllis tells Daniel about finding Sharon in her room rummaging through her things. She thought she had evidence against her. Daniel guesses she didn't confess. Phyllis says she claimed she thought she would manufacture evidence against her. She called Chance, who took Sharon's side. She doesn't understand why no one sees this. The woman is unhinged. They'd better do something quick because God knows what she's capable of. Phyllis says she has Sharon right where she wants her. Soon, she'll tap her over the edge into a confession. Daniel wants her to leave Sharon alone. She's making things worse for herself and probably for him. Phyllis says he'll thank her when he walks free. Daniel argues it's not her place to prove it. He and Christine are starting to wonder if there's some truth to it. Phyllis questions why he's giving credence to her theory now that it has Christine's blessing. Just then, Phyllis gets a text from Sharon. You win. I can't take it anymore. I'm ready to tell the truth. But I need to make a deal with you first. Meet me at my house. Daniel questions her. At a table near the front door of Society, Victor meets Jill and presumes she has an answer to his proposal. Jill says she does have an answer, and it's a definitive one. At the club, Lily, Nate, and Devon toast. Lily says Neil would be very happy that Nate is Devon's best man. Devon's glad she came. Lily wouldn't miss seeing her brother get married to the woman he loves. Suddenly, a voice calls, "There he is, my handsome brother." Devin gets up to greet his mother Harmony and sister Anna with a big hug. On the road, Devin says Anna sometimes joins her dad. They're glad to come together for true love. Suddenly, Lily notices Victor walk in. Jill arrives at Abbott Chancellor in time to hear Billy crowing about the company on the phone as he sets up a big launch. He disconnects and gushes over his mother looking healthy and gorgeous as ever. Jill explains she got in yesterday and had a couple of things to take care of. I had a meeting with Victor for one thing. Billy complains about that taking priority over seeing him. He reports that he's done everything she asked. Phyllis has been fired, he smoothed everything over with Lily, and he's more enthusiastic about the future of the company than… Jill interrupts, stop. She tells him to cancel Lily's contract. At the club, Victor approaches Divan and his family and asks for a word with him before this evening's ceremony. Lily excuses herself, followed by Nate, Harmony, and Anna. Devin teases that Victor knows how to clear a room. Victor hopes they can put aside their personal differences for tonight. You're Neil's son. I respected him and I respect you. I want to welcome you into our family. They shake hands and Devin thanks him. At Crimson Lights, Faith suggests Sharon go to Sedona. Sharon thinks that would only give Phyllis more ammunition. She has to stand her ground and turn this around on her. Phyllis keeps coming after her, and the only way to protect herself is to come up with a way to get her to back off once and for all. She searches around for her phone and asks Faith, have you seen it? At Society, Phyllis tells Daniel it was a wrong number. She gets up to leave, saying she has somewhere to be. She promises there will be justice for him and Heather soon. Daniel doesn't buy her assurance that she'll back off. Outside Society, Phyllis holds her phone and texts, this better be on the level, no tricks. At the club, Devin tells Victor how grateful he is that he's hosting their wedding. Victor can't think of a more fitting place for them to start their life together. Devin vows he'll look after Abby. Victor's proud to call him his son-in-law. Devin asks if he'll do him a favor and make amends with Lily. The way he went about things caused a lot of pain to her, and him too. Victor just wants to make it clear she belongs alongside him and her father's company. Devin says that she believes Chancellor is where she belongs, and she's determined to win her spot back there. Victor replies, it ain't gonna happen. At Abbott Chancellor, Jill informs Billy that Lily won't be returning and he will no longer be running things. Billy doesn't understand, he did exactly what she wanted him to do. Jill says, too little, too late. Billy disagrees. Jill says she's sorry, but her decision is final. She's stripping him of his duties. Billy shakes his head. This doesn't make any sense at all. Jill wants to discuss it after the wedding, but Billy demands answers. Jill doesn't like this either. Billy reiterates that he did what she asked him to do. Jill says she had no choice. It's over, son. Victor peeks in on Abby in the bedroom where she's getting ready. They embrace. Victor tells her she looks beautiful, and she's not even in her wedding gown yet. Abby thanks him for everything. Getting married at the ranch makes it even more special. He promises to be on his best behavior, and reports that he went to welcome Devin into their family. He's the right man for her. Abby hugs him again as Ashley appears. At Crimson Lights, Sharon still can't find her phone and thinks she must have left it at home. Faith offers to come and hang out with her, but Sharon urges her to go spend time with her friends. Don't worry about me. No matter how hateful Phyllis gets, no matter what she does, I'm innocent. I have the truth on my side. In her car, Phyllis drives. Her phone dings. It's a text that says, no tricks. Phyllis muses, there better not be, Sharon. At the Newman Ranch, Nick greets his mom, who introduces everyone to the officiant. Nikki walks over to Victor and notices he looks very pleased with himself. He tells her, Chancellor is ours. Nikki gasps, really? Oh my God. Just then, Billy walks in looking surly. He asks Esther for a moment alone with Lily, who balks at his non-wedding guest face. Billy tells her she needs to talk to Jill pronto. She needs to convince his mother that her coming back to Chancellor is legit, and that she has nothing to worry about. Lily asks, why? They turn to look as Jill walks in. Jill and Victor exchange a look. Billy walks over to Victor and tells him he knows he's behind what's happening at Abbott Chancellor and he won't get away with it. Victor reminds him this is his niece's wedding. Swallow your pride for her sake. Esther walks over to Jill and needles her about leaving the company in the hands of her son. Jill tells her to find an appetizer and choke on it. Jack, Tracy, and Alan walk in. Tracy tells her beau about the old ranch house and they sit down.